I had the luxury of, I worked here in New York back in the early 90s and worked at 5 different agencies here and pretty quickly saw that I kind of want to be on that side of the camera. The interesting thing when I got to that side, being a creative, I always try to help with the ideas or and always keeping the integrity of their ideas, but I also can truly understand just the politics that are going on in the dance and just the amount of captains that need to be heard. Right before the incident happened with Tonya, I was at BBDO and we got this Campbell soup assignment. I was 22. I didn't know who Nancy Kerrigan was. I wasn't really following the figure skating world. So we came up with this idea and about her being on the ice, and then the lights come up and then she decks a hockey player. And then 3 months later, this whole incident happens. Of course, the ad was pulled immediately, but I got to be acutely aware of what was going on with that whole scandal. It just came to me about a year ago, and my knee-jerk reaction was I've just done 2 biopics, I don't want to do another one. Then I was told that Margot Robbie was playing Tonya, and I thought, all right, this is going to be really interesting. Margot and I went up and met Tonya 2 weeks before we started shooting, and I was very aware that she's been this villain and this punchline in our society for 25 years. It's amazing that it's still current, and I was very aware that we're bringing all of this back to the forefront again. And I wanted to do it in a very honest way, and actually, I was fascinated by the challenge of taking somebody that's so entrenched in our culture as like a poster child for a villain and re-examining her. Somebody said to me one time, on my first feature actually, the AD came in and we were trying to figure something out. He's like, look, you gotta understand, you come from commercials. Commercials are like a speedboat. Races, everything gets done like this, it's fast. It's like, movies are a tanker. Everything takes a while. Even before you feel it turning, it's gonna take a while. But there is obviously that dynamic. It's like, I think there's a lot of parallels in terms of dealing with producers in the sense of agencies, and then dealing with the studio in the sense of clients. It's like, I think I gained a lot of experience in how to tell my vision or get across my my point of view. On the other end of it, the thing that was interesting, literally, you have time in a movie. It's like the first movie I was doing, and I had these actors sitting at a table, and they're going to walk over to the bar, and I said, all right, so we'll do this, and then we'll cut over here and have them there. And then I'm sitting there and thinking, and I turned to my DP, I'm like, we could actually have them just walk over, right? We have time for that. And she looked at me like it was kind of a weird question. It's like, yeah, they can just keep walking. It's like, oh wow, so you can actually slow things down. Commercials, every frame is precious.